Hey gang, we're back. We've been away for so long. This is another episode of Revisiting Sunnydale. I am Camila.
So long. I'm Marcella.
We're so happy to be back here.
Yes, we are.
I don't
like
even know.
home.
I know. And I know. It's just that we just realized today that we're like on season 5 and there's only 2 seasons left.
Yeah.
Like we're like chugging away sort of like with this episode, with
Desperately
this season.
clinging on to what we have left.
I know. But don't worry. We're not going to end.
Oh, no.
Once it's all said and done. We will happily pick up with Angel.
Yep.
Also, while we're at it, apparently our good friend Nikki Brendan was kind enough to give us a shout out on his Facebook and Twitter, and that brought a lot of you to us. So welcome.
Welcome.
We're so happy you're here.
And you've been engaged, and
I
we
know.
love it. I love it so much.
Like binging through, just like cracking through. We thought for sure we had some time before, we recorded the next one, but you're all out there like, no, you guys, come on.
Let's go.
Get back on.
Do it every day.
Get back on track.
I would love to do it every day.
I know. But, we do appreciate that. Like, all jokes aside, we appreciate that you're engaged and you're talking to us and letting us know that you actually do enjoy what we're doing and you're listening. And
You're out there.
And you're waiting for the next episode. So that just warms my little heart.
Yeah.
As we said before, a lot of you have already liked our Facebook page, Revisiting Sunnydale. Thank you. You can also follow us on Twitter at Back to Sunnydale. And you can also rate and review us, please and thank you, on iTunes, Libsyn, iHeartRadio, and Player FM. Subscribe to the show. Get the new episodes directly in your little inbox or just right there in your queue and just be like, hey, they're here. We're waiting for you. We got a new episode. So
You can ask Alexa, too.
Oh,
If you subscribe to iHeartRadio through your Alexa-enabled device, you can ask her to play the latest episode.
Your dreams have come true.
It has. It's so much fun. I indulge in it.
Well, that's good to know now. All right. Alexa even is on the game. Like she knows what's up.
You just have to enable iHeartRadio.
All right. Sweet. That's awesome. We're everywhere.
Yes. Speaking of everywhere.
Yes.
You get the Hallmark Channel, right? This hotbed of soap opera bad movies.
I do. I can't tell you the last time I watched something on it, though.
So my mom made me watch this talk show that was on with Cameron Matheson. And Autumn Reeser was on promoting a new movie. The poster comes up, and it's Mark Blucas in some weird barbecue. I don't know what this movie's about. Picnic or something. I don't know.
Mark.
But...
And this is present day.
This is happening
new.
I think it's on this week.
Mark. You did so well. Like I had such high hopes for you. Like once you did that, your stint on Underground, I had high hopes. I was like, yeah, he's gonna get to sink his teeth. Apparently, he has sold his soul to the devil, and
Hallmark.
the devil is Hallmark.
The devil is Hallmark.
The Hallmark Channel and or Lifetime Channel, because I'm pretty sure that's all.
Oh.
That's all that.
I do enjoy a Lifetime movie, though.
I do enjoy a Lifetime movie more than I do a Hallmark one.
I just watched, what was it? The clever names they come up with.
Oh, yeah.
With
Dead by Dawn. When the killer's name is Dawn.
It was Sinister Minister.
Stop it.
Yeah. It actually was.
Oh, Lifetime. Speaking of trashy movies, we're gonna get through this today because the first part of 2 parts of the Bobby Brown movie is coming on tonight, and I'm super stoked about it. This looks disgusting. Marcella has just shown me the poster for this movie that Mark Blucas is going to be on called Season for Love. Shame on you, Mark. Shame on you. I know you got bills to pay, bro. I know it. I don't even know if you have children. Maybe you got some kids you got to put through college, but damn. Come on.
Yep.
Come on.
So, it was on August 25th, so we missed it, but...
But, I'm sure some of you, I'm sure it's on demand for those of you who are just itching for a good cheese fest.
But
So go on and watch Season for Love with Mark Blucas and some unnamed broad.
She was on the OC.
Of course she was. All right. So also some random stuff here. All right. We may have talked about it before, but I think we went to a Comic-Con and we saw somebody was selling candles and it was like Sunnydale Scented or Sunnydale Library. The company is Bubble and Geek. And
they're amazing.
And I finally, for the longest time, the candle was out of stock. And then I just happened upon there the other day. And I was like, yeah, we got some stuff in stock. You want to pay? You want to give us some money? I was like, yes, I do. So I bought that candle and
I forget what it smells like.
You're going to find out today.
Because I remember us smelling it, and I just forget.
Right. Well, it's called Sunnydale Library Candle, and I think they're about $15, somewhere between $13 and $15. And it's a good sized candle, 8 ounces, soy candle, handmade in Bridgeport, West Virginia.
I like the wax cubes from our warmer.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And so this is the fragrance of leather-bound books, rosewood, hot brewed tea, and houseplants. Take a whiff.
It is.
Right?
And something else, too. Something from childhood. Like the smell of one of those scented markers we had.
Yeah.
Like the purple one, maybe.
Yeah, it's not.
Still
it's not
smells
like
good.
peppermint, but yeah, I like it.
If that's what the Sunnydale Library smelled like, damn, Giles.
I know. What were you doing? Like,
Yeah.
what was? I wish there was like a hint of like maybe Brute or like some men's cologne that we can imagine that Giles was wearing. So because I don't do anything half-assed, I can't imagine thinking like, oh, why pay shipping for just one candle? I should buy 2. So I bought a second one.
Yay! Please tell me it's Thor. Yes! Yes!
And this is why Marcella and I are such good friends, because she knows.
This makes your house smell like a man.
So this one is
Oh my God, it smells so good.
the scent of an oak forest during a thunderstorm.
Sure. This is what Chris Hemsworth smells like.
Dude, that is what Chris Hemsworth smells like.
Yes.
That is a grown ass,
I had
well-oiled
wax cubes of that.
do you like extremely buff?
Yes. That's what Thor smells like.
That is a manly
Yes.
smell. Kudos to whoever picked out these scents.
Yep.
Like, y'all.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm going to be going to MegaCon in Tampa in September, and I hope that they're there because I want more Thor. I really want it.
So if you guys want your house to smell like a manly man that is Thor, like the god of lightning, or sparkles, or if you want to smell like, sophisticated man with
Like
refined tastes,
Yeah.
and the love of hot brewed tea with plenty of houseplants to decorate his area and give oxygen to a full space, like
Check
Sunnydale
out
Library. So go to Bubble and Geek's website, bubble and spelled out geek.com, and they're also on Facebook. Just shout out to those guys. Yeah.
Delicious.
Kudos. I applaud you.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into why you're here. We don't have a where are they now because we've already taken up plenty of your time with some random banter.
Yeah.
Out of My Mind, Season 5, Episode 4. Original air date October 17th, 2000. Written by Rebecca Kirshner. Directed by David Grossman. While Riley's health begins to deteriorate, Spike and Harmony force a surgeon to remove the behavior modification chip embedded in Spike's brain. Our guest stars are the usual cast of characters. Mercedes McNabb as Harmony Kendall, Amber Benson as Tara, Emma as Anya, Christine as Joyce, Michelle as Dawn, and Bailey Chase as Graham.
Doof. The doof is back.
So first and foremost, we start off with Buffy patrolling in the graveyard, and she's wearing a scarf.
Vampire bait?
Yes.
Something
Very
that they can
hazardous.
just snatch her up?
Exactly.
Why?
Why?
You're better than this.
It doesn't even look that cute.
No.
It's like this
It's
long,
pink,
skinny,
purplish lilac. It's ugly.
just easily for her to get snatched her ass up. And yeah, but she's still running through and blah, blah, blah. And then she goes to try to get one, and Riley pops out of nowhere, and he's just like, really happy to see her. Hey, Buffy.
He is.
How you doing? What's going on? You want to hang out? What we doing?
And he throws that vampire real hard and real far. That's not possible.
No. I don't know what he's yeah.
So she's irritated by that.
She's all up in arms. It's like, well, I'm doing my job. Why are you here? He's like, oh, I was just out in the north sector or whatever, and set some energy to burn and blah, blah, blah.
Why are they together?
And then out of nowhere, here comes Spike. She goes to get another one, and Spike gets him, and she's like,
Real pissed about that.
the fuck? What?
It's all he can do. Leave that
Yes.
man alone.
Exactly.
He's not hurting anybody. He's actually helping
He's
you.
literally helping you.
He's the only one that should be helping you.
Right. He's like, he just wanted a little spot of violence before bed. Cheers.
And then he tastes his own nose blood.
Yeah, he just gets, I guess, in the battle, he got...
He got hit or kicked or something.
And several times, not just once.
Yeah.
He tastes his own nose blood several
Yeah.
times.
Which I guess
I don't know.
that's a gray area there.
It is. It
Little
really
gray.
is. He's
Yeah.
like, that's what I do. I'm thinking about, like, how do I equate this in human terms?
Well, then my mind starts to spiral, and I'm like, well, then why don't you just
Drink your own
Drink
blood?
your own blood.
If it's that satisfying?
right?
Yeah. We probably weren't meant to think about it that
No.
hard, but yeah.
It happens. That's what happens when you're a fan of a show. You think about it too much.
And after you've watched it like 1,000 times. And so, Riley's still all, hey, what's going on? How you doing? You guys, you look really pretty today.
Well, I like
I'm paraphrasing.
The Spike is all like, he catches
Right.
this look that
Right.
Buffy gives Riley.
Buffy was like, why the fuck are you here? He's like, hey, whatever. Then and Riley's like, oh, I'm here. And then she gives Riley a look like, and
You too, bitch.
Spike
But Spike calls her out.
Hey, I saw that.
Seems neither boy is welcome. She has to kind of, no.
Diffuse.
Yeah. Placate the puppy.
Yeah. Brush, soothe his swollen, his hurt ego.
It's at this point that I'm off. I don't want them together. I'm bored with him.
It's like, I'm done with you,
Yeah.
Riley.
I don't know why he's sticking around. He's a sore thumb.
Yeah.
He has no value to this
Zero,
relationship at all.
Really. Yeah. He's just
There.
super, yeah.
And as the coming weeks come, she relies on him less and less and less, and he just doesn't
Right.
see it. Like, he sees it, but he doesn't act on it.
Right.
And that's what bugs me about Riley.
And it's also like, I don't think that it's not necessarily that he does anything that I recall to try to change it
Right.
either. He's just kind of taking it and
He's
hoping
stuck
that
in
she'll
his misery.
and hoping that she'll like cast an eye to him and just like, oh yeah, she'll realize that I'm here for her.
Instead of stepping up and saying, hey,
Yeah.
I am here for you. But
No. He relies on telling his woes to Xander. So they, bobble off, and I don't know, they just leave him, and Riley's still like, oh, there's more vampires. She's like, nah, let's just go home. And Spike is left. He loves a monologue.
He really does. He really does when no one's around.
And he just kind of goes on, and I do love this portion, the scene where he does this serious monologue about how he'll bathe in her blood. I don't know. I don't remember.
He's
what
gonna
this
make
is.
her neck his chalice.
Yes, that's the one.
And drink deep.
And he's looking at her very intently as she walks away, and just like, oh, I mean business, bitch. I'm so gonna kill the fuck out of you. And then he walks off and falls into an open grave.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
And I think you actually do hear him say, ow. And then credits. And then we get the most adorable scene ever between Buffy and Willow.
Oh yeah.
When
I
they're walking
forgot all
through the
about that.
halls, having an actual academic conversation.
Bless their hearts.
Yes. And Willow's excited. She's
Right.
so excited.
Like, finally.
And Buffy's in the conversation,
Yeah.
not making weird quips. She's actually in this
She
conversation.
has thoughts. She
Yeah.
has opinions. She's sharing them. There's pros and cons.
And then Willow takes it one step too far with the occipital lobe. And
Buffy's like, I'm gonna say,
what? Actually, all of us are like, we're all Googling. How do you spell?
is that an A or an O?
Alexa, what is? So Buffy's, obviously like, no, you still wear the smarty
Right.
pants, Will. It's fine.
But
Because she has to, do something.
I forget what the thing is.
Robespierre. They're arguing, I think. Or no, that's where they lead off to.
Yes. So she has to go for training. I think
Yeah.
Willow maybe asked Bill to do something else. She's like, no, I got to go train. And she asked Willow if she wants to come. So they go to the magic box.
Yeah.
Which is like, I guess it's not open yet, but
No,
Giles
under
is doing his
construction.
thing. And Xander looks like he's filling out his carpenter's pants
He
very
is.
nicely. He's
He
in
is.
there, like doing his thing.
Building shelves.
He's excited about it. He's like, this is his thing. He's found his calling.
Let his hair grow to an unfortunate length.
It's uncomfortable. It's
long.
yeah, it's too long. It's like that weird in between.
oily,
that stage. Like either you're gonna like you riding this out or you cutting it off. Like we can't stay here.
We cannot, and he does. The whole season he stays here. I think he ends the season here. It's not good. Neither is Willow's sweater, but we've established that she does not wear good clothes.
So, but Tara looks great.
She looks so pretty.
Like, I love everything that she's wearing. Her sparkly
hair.
eyeshadow.
Her
like,
hair just looks so soft.
I know. She looks
and
fabulous.
then she made me want to barf. It just,
So she's
I can't have it both ways with her.
She's all uncomfortable with herself per usual. And I guess she's got some tarot cards. She's like, I keep thinking about how cool it'd be to get a real psychic up here, which they never did, to
Never.
like do readings.
Thank God they would have got killed. That should have been the revolving psychic that gets
Right.
killed every couple episodes.
Exactly. That would have been perfect. New psychic, new psychic.
Yep. We could have had Sean and Gus slip in for an episode.
And so Tara's got this, and she's and Willow's like, but what about you? She's trying to be very supportive and encouraging, and Tara's like, oh, not me.
No, I can't.
I'm not good enough, but I'd like to sit and watch someone who's good and learn. And then there's your barf-tastic moment.
Yes, because and Willow's like, you're good enough, and she's like, read my palms, and Tara grabs her hand, and she just kind of sighs, and Willow hand. Ugh. It should be cute. Ugh.
There's a lot of sugary sappiness to it. And yes, it left a little stain, a little problem with my molars. So Buffy talks about training or something. I don't know. Anyway, they lead her to the back room to go train.
Which, here's my first question. Number one, when are you due to open, Giles? Because it looks like you worked on her training room first.
Right.
And you're still working on the front room. I think you did it.
Yeah. Priority.
Business.
Giles, you
Money.
gotta make some money.
Right.
She's not you're not charging her rent.
And
or
at this
training
point,
fees.
you're not even getting a paycheck from the Watchers Council. So
No.
who's reimbursing you for all this?
No. But I'm assuming Giles lives a frugal lifestyle.
He loves his Slayer daughter. So he built her a gorgeous training room.
And they're super stoked about it. And as she's walking in and admiring everything, Riley comes popping out of nowhere and like tackles her. But,
Pops up and it's like, ooh, let's do it. Let's go. Let's
Hey,
go.
are we playing?
He's going to explode.
And basically, she ignores the hell out of him.
It's really funny.
Like, literally responds to him not at all.
Not at
like,
all.
he's like, hey, you want to go a couple rounds? You want to do some training? She's like, oh, wow, this is really nice. I love what you've done over here. But
And Sanders, I'm the dummy. I made the dummy. That's me. I made that. I think it's wearing his clothes.
I was thinking that too. I was like, how did he go through? Because I don't see Xander being the type that has several pairs of jeans that he could just go through, just let a pair of jeans go.
Those were his high school jeans.
Okay, he can't fit in them anymore.
No, he can't
All
wear
right.
this anymore.
So they're, admiring the training room. And do we just take on to Harmony?
Can we talk about Spike's evolving costume on the show?
Dude.
So it's at this point that he's really getting into this tight black t-shirt and black
Which is
pant
great.
thing. Yeah.
Which we
And it's a
approve.
crisp black.
Yeah, he ironed it,
Yeah.
apparently.
Because before he kind of had like a dusty,
Yeah.
like dirty-ish gray, baggy-ish.
He's gone to the Gap recently.
Yes.
That's what it looks
and he's got some new peroxide, which we learned in person was murder for his
Yeah.
poor scalp.
like. So it's freshly peroxided.
Yeah. And he looks good.
It's fantastic.
Like you can tell under that t-shirt that there's things we want to see.
Boys been working out a little bit
Yeah.
more. They're probably like, hey, at the beginning of the season, you're going to be shirtless a lot more this season.
Hi, my name's Marty, and
What's going to happen? Oh, boy, are we in for a ride.
so it's Harmony has come and she's terrified that Buffy's coming after her because they're,
She's Harmony is now her self-proclaimed Buffy's nemesis.
yes. And she pulls out, as you point out,
Her
Parliament? Are they
like Virginia
Misties? Yes.
Misties, Virginia
Misty
Slim
Ultralights.
2000s, because they are so skinny.
They're so skinny
long.
and so white.
She looks like she's smoking a straw.
And she coughs. But I love
Girl, how would you barely get any sort of like smoke coming out of that at all that it's gonna cause you a cough? Okay, that's fine.
And I love that he questions, you've picked up smoking? I am a villain.
Duh. Oh, clearly, of course. So she needs to hide out. She's on the lam. Can I please stay here, Spike? I'll do anything. And
This is gross. Unfortunately in today's, you cannot, You can't watch this show with today's eyes because this is real gross.
It is gross that he would even propose this in that nature, but I guess he's evil.
He's a villain.
Soulless. But I think it kind of balances out because he's like anything, and he's being real suggestive and looking at her. She's like, "Yeah, that's what I said," and he says it again, and she's like, "Oh, well, I have sex with you?" She's like, "Yeah,
of course."
I feel like she was gonna do it anyway,
Right.
like, even if it wasn't a condition.
But it's like, oh,
sir.
okay. But I love that she is just like,
Right. Oh, yeah, whatever.
I thought this was going to be hard. I mean, and then speaking of hard, Riley and Buffy have just spent some quality time together.
And he's still, hey, what did you...
He's like clapping his... So weird.
Oh my God, that was great. That was awesome. How did you make me feel? Want to do it again?
And she's still like, nah.
Nah, I'm good.
Again? Like, right?
Can I schedule you for like next week sometime?
And then we finally get our first look at Joyce and Dawn this episode.
Oh, yes. Dawn is doing some shenanigans with cereal and prizes, bitch.
That's some shit.
Shady
some
ass
shit.
bullshit.
She fingered all of that cereal.
Hey, Dodo, what you do is you open it from the bottom. Mm-hmm. Prize falls right out. Mm-hmm. That way you haven't molested all the flakes and sugary goodness that's in there.
But no. So, unfortunately, during breakfast, Joyce passes out.
Like, she passes the fuck out, just drops.
But before she passes out, she looks at Dawn and has no idea who she is.
She's like, who are you?
And then passes out. And Dawn freaks out because her mom just passed out. But you know, in the back of her mind, she's like, what the fuck?
What do you mean, who am I?
Why do people keep saying this to me?
You know, I knew Buffy was your favorite all along.
So, of course, poor little Donnie, who, she looks so young.
She does. Like,
real young.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how old she was when this was filming, but...
Real young.
Like, real young.
So when the doctor's telling Buffy what's going, that they're going to take a look at Joyce.
We meet Dr. Ben.
We meet Dr. Ben for the first time. No.
Who, damn, dude, like, he grew up well.
Okay, Frank.
In case y'all haven't known, if y'all don't know, and I don't watch it on a regular basis, but How to Get Away with Murder, check it out.
He plays Frank.
And with a beard. That's all I'm saying. I mean,
a beard and
matter.
A suit.
Beards matter.
Beards matter.
And his hair is real nice, like. And it took me like 2-3 episodes before I realized. I was like, how do I know this dude?
Me too.
Why is this dude so familiar?
Because it was the beard. Totally,
right.
And he's thickened.
Yes.
He's manly now.
Very, very well.
He's growed up.
He's all grossed up. Oh, grossed up.
So Dawn's using the stethoscope, and she's being annoying as fuck. Why are you doing this?
Touching it, like, listen to everybody's heart.
Right, stop touching stuff, is what you usually say to you. Just sit there. I'm trying to find out some important shit.
Right.
You're not 4.
So she's listening to Buffy's heart. She's listening to the doctor's heart, which I kind of feel like in this situation, Buffy's heart would be going a little bit faster.
A little bit faster. Buffy don't care about shit.
She seems to be, she has a resting heart rate right now.
Yep.
Very just, real cool, calm, collected.
Yep.
And then she gets over to Riley.
He's going to die. That's how fast his heart's going.
Yeah, I don't even know what to equate that to, what I would imagine a
chipmunk,
hummingbird.
maybe?
Yeah. It sounds scary.
It's bad. It's gross.
So they get to go, they get somebody to examine him. And
They're like, you're going to die. Do not leave this hospital.
he's like, nah, I'm good.
I'm good. Huh?
And she says, and the female doctor says, if I thought it would help, I would get on my knees, phrasing,
Right?
and beg you to stay.
Right?
I don't think we needed to get on my knees.
No.
It's not, whatever.
Your friend can't persuade you to... No, I said
like,
I'm
this
leaving.
just really takes an uncomfortable turn.
Yeah.
Like, it starts to get weird.
And then Joyce comes in, and Riley takes that as the opportunity to be like, let's get the fuck out of here.
All
Let's
right,
go.
see you guys. It turns out Riley has something called tachycardia. Tachycardia, which is just abnormally rapid heart rate. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he kind of laughs it off as being the initiative did things to them. He works a little different now. No, that's not how that works.
It's not like you're supposed to live like that forever. And no.
You're not taking the meds anymore.
Right.
So Your body can't maintain what was
Exactly.
happening.
Your body's like, hey, bro.
And it's weird that Buffy and Dawn have a heart-to-heart, and Dawn, like, says smart things for a change.
Yes, there was an interesting moment. Well, Buffy, Willow, and Dawn are in Buffy's room talking. Well, after they've settled Joyce down and tried to get her just chillax for a bit. And,
Oh, yeah, that was, yeah. Poor Joyce.
and they're talking, and Dawn is like talking to Buffy's talking about the government and Riley and the initiative, and Dawn's like saying these things that her friend Sarah told her about how, or we learned that the government when Fidel Castro.
They're all like, "Shut up, Dawn." But it's really important.
It's about the government.
They put itching powder in his beard. How is that?
And Buffy rolls her eyes to high heaven.
But then she actually does
She's
say
like,
something
wait a
smart.
minute, something that triggers something to her when, about how Big Brother's always watching. I do like this. Buffy's like, it's not fair. Big Brother's always watching, but when I have something to say, I can't get to them. And Dawn's like more like Big Sister.
Yeah.
And so Buffy gets the idea, and so she goes to Riley's place. Is Riley living in an abandoned storefront?
Sure looks like it.
That's
Like a record store front. Yep. It's exactly what it looks like. It's a hovel that might have been a Subway.
But also, where is he at this point?
He's at the basketball court.
Okay. So she, like this, okay. So she goes to his place and picks up the phone and is like, Riley's in trouble, hoping that his phone is bugged. And sure
Which
enough,
it clicks. You
yeah.
hear the click.
And sure enough, it is.
So then we cut to Riley on the basketball court. We know you can play basketball,
in
man.
jeans.
We know you can. We know you were like,
We got it.
we get it. We've seen Eddie. Okay? We get it.
So
He's all sweaty. Normally I'd be like, oh, cute. But he's like gaunt. Like his face is all sunken in. And
he looks really sick.
he's brought some, and here's Graham. And he's brought Poindexter 1 and Poindexter 2 with him.
I believe their names are Agents Goodman and Brown, which sound like a 70s funk duo. But yeah. So they say nothing. Basically.
Nothing.
So Graham is the brains behind this operation now, which is scary.
Save us. Save us all.
So Graham is like basically telling him shit's wrong, you're gonna die, which everyone has been telling him this whole time. He's like,
Maggie messed us up.
dude,
She
you need
messed
help.
us up bad.
You need to get help. And
He's basically like, no. I said no. And he fights him.
Not gonna happen. Fights him, fights Poindexter's, and he runs off.
He's like, we've got a doctor that will fix you.
No.
Trust me. I've been through this. They fixed me.
Yeah, there really
You
should
know?
have been more like, I know exactly what you're going through. Happened to me. This is what he did. Now we need this to happen for you.
But he's
no.
more like, no, I'm not giving you a choice. You're coming with us. Fuck if I am. And he kicks their ass.
And Riley is like a little, he's not very trusting about the initiative, which understandably so, but still, this is your life, dude. If you're not going to allow the regular doctors to do something at the regular hospital, then allow the people who did this shit to you
Right.
to do something. So he runs off and hides in his favorite cave.
And Graham runs to Buffy, who's looking very pretty in this episode as well.
Yes.
Her hair is very flowy. Mm-hmm. She's wearing red leather pants for some reason in
Favorite
California.
leather pants.
And he's, telling her, this is limited time. We've got limited time. His heart's going to explode. And he's like, Buffy, she's like, if you tell me to hurry.
Which I thought was a little much, but I thought about, that's spot on.
Yeah.
Because yeah. If he
I
was
know
to
his
do
heart's
that-
going to explode.
I got it.
I got it. Right.
I already have a lot of contempt towards you. Please
Yes.
don't tell me my
Yes.
business.
So she goes to the magic box, gets the gang together, and they've got to find him.
And as they're trying to figure out where Riley is, Xander starts to do a terrible job of telling Buffy that Riley is insecure about her feelings for him. Nobody understands what he's talking about. It goes right over her head. She's not listening to him. Then it turns to some weird thing with Anya. And then she's like, fuck you guys.
Yeah. I got to go find him. Anya's like, oh, it's okay. Tell her. She thinks it's about her. It's not about
Per
you.
usual.
Not about you.
I'm sure at least like 15 times a day Xander has to. It's not about you.
Not about you. But they have to go off and find him anyway because, like we said, his heart's going to explode.
And they realize they go through all these different things. Well, like, okay, we'll go check over here. We'll check the docks. And then,
Because everybody goes to these docks in Sunnydale.
and then she tells, Willow and Tara, like, we'll go check out the old abandoned school. And then, Buffy's like, oh, well, maybe he's at the Initiative Caves. But I don't know those things. And oh my God, who do we? Oh.
Captain Peroxide.
Spike knows those caves like the back of his melanin-deprived hand. Hey, guys, all of you are kind of melanin-deprived, so I'm just going to put that out there.
I like that she's just like, I so don't want to deal with Spike.
And it's apparent because I get it. He's annoying, and he's been a thorn in her side for years, but the aggression, the level of aggression that she comes into his home, ma'am.
You could have knocked.
She just comes and kicks the door
in. And poor Harmony. She's found me.
She interrupts their game of 20 questions, which brings me to... Nope, that's not it. But yeah, she interrupts their game of 20 questions. Is it a sodden bread box?
Is it smaller than a bread box? What did she say? Who's 20? Who's Blondie Bear? It's 20 questions. Genius. And she's so happy. She's so happy.
Oh, Spike.
And then the pounding.
Yes. Buffy comes in and she's like, blah, 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 telling Spike all the things that I do. She's like, you need to do this. And he starts to go off on her like, you can't be in my blah, blah, blah. And it's not fair. It's just, we can't come into your house and, hey, look at those pretty pieces of paper. Referencing all of the cash that I don't know where she gets it from.
I don't either.
There was at least one $50 bill I saw. And they were like, there's a wad of cash. So basically, she wants him to find Riley in time to get him to the doctor, and then he'll get the rest of the money or whatever. And she rips it in half. Or he says something
bad. He says something about him dying.
Yeah, like basically how he doesn't give a shit if
Is the enormous home monitor going to die?
She slaps the shit out of him.
Slapped. She didn't punch him,
no,
which is their normal go-to.
Right.
She slapped him, and you could see
offended.
it like, oh my.
But I'm not sure. Like, was he turned on?
Probably.
Was he like offended? Like, why? Like,
probably.
I took too far, or was he mad because she ripped the cash in half?
We were all mad about that because that's just wasteful.
That's not right. That's not right at all.
And then when she leaves, Harmony pops out. Is she gone?
What did she say about me? Not about you, Harm.
No.
Not about you.
Graham goes and checks in on the doctor, and who cares what they had to say? Because it's not about them. Why did we spend 3 minutes back and forth between the doctor and Graham?
Just making sure we all knew what was at stake here. Guys, we got the exposition. We know we're here. We're watching, I promise.
We're following. The only payoff is in comes Harmony and Spike. Boop. With a crossbow.
Oh, Harmony.
And this crossbow becomes the best plot device for the rest of the episode.
Spike is all menacing and telling the doctor what he needs her to do, and Harmony like accidentally shoots. The string is all slippy. You are a true villain, Harm.
Buffy goes off to the Initiative Caves on her own, while Willow and Tara go off to the school. There's a lot of hunting in this episode. Mm-hmm. A lot of searching, wandering around.
Yeah.
Feels like a Lord of the Rings movie. It's just a lot.
Why haven't they torn the school down yet?
It's but a better question, why haven't they cleaned that shit out? There's still mare meat in there. Why? It is a hazard.
Sunnydale is not that big. Like,
it's got a stink.
Like, I'm sure they're PennDOT or whatever department or the construction crews or the mayor. I don't know who's in charge of these things, but
tear it down.
It shouldn't take this long. That should have been like immediate. Especially, let's set aside the fact that it's gross. It's a hazard. It's just, it's unsightly. How many people's kids died in that place?
Right.
Like, it's just a constant
Right.
reminder.
And if there's mare meat, are there just high school kids just laying around?
Right.
Or did they at least pick those up?
Oh, my God.
It's gross. But it's also, unfortunately, the beginning of a pattern, this scene with Willow and Tara.
Ah, yes.
This is the first time we see Tara or Willow really abuse magic for,
Or ouch. Yeah.
you know,
and-
she starts becoming a little more powerful than Tara.
Right. She starts to outshine
Yeah.
Tara.
Quite literally.
Yes. So they're like, oh, it's so dark in here. And Willow does an illumination spell and just like lights up the whole place. And Tara's like, whoa.
Where did you learn that?
She's like, you taught me.
No. I think she says, I taught you tiny little Tinkerbell lights.
Yeah. This
This
is
no.
like brighter than the sun.
And it's it was unnecessary.
Yeah, it was.
You know,
Isn't this better than a flashlight? Well, you could have
sorry.
just brought flashlights.
Yeah.
That would have been fine.
Yeah.
And Tara, and there's this look of awe, but yet kind of like confusion and concern in Tara's face. Like,
Yeah.
as they walk on, it's just like,
yeah.
okay.
Foreshadowing. We need a jingle every time that happens. Foreshadowing. Because it's kind of like
It's
you
gonna-
see it,
yeah.
it's going to get bad, folks. Buckle in. It's
yeah.
only 2 seasons after this, but
It's gonna get
what a
real.
roller coaster we're going to go on.
So I don't.
This is weird. Buffy finally finds Riley just punching a wall in the initiative. How long was he doing that?
Thank you.
Like, did he hear her starting to
then just-
approach? Oh, she's coming.
But hey, don't even feel it. Yeah, I didn't even know it's bleeding. I'm so tough.
It's so annoying. And they get into a
Who basically it's like a big dick contest
Yeah.
or something. Basically,
it's almost the exact opposite of the conversation she has with Angel in the sewer.
Right.
You know, he's the one that's all I'm not I need you, I'm you don't love me. Nope, not when you're like that.
Sure don't.
Sure don't. And she actually says, when did I ever give you the impression that I don't love you?
Right. First of all, I mean, okay. I don't know. Did she ever say, actually, I love you? Did he ever say, I love you to her? Like, have these words been exchanged?
I don't know if we've ever seen it.
Okay. But basically, he's being a real crybaby
Yep.
about things that don't really have any. He's upset that, you know, if he goes and has this little treatment or whatever, that he's not going to be all powerful and whatnot, and Buffy won't have any use for him.
He actually throws in her face that she's getting more powerful every day.
Right. Not my fault, dude.
Not my fault.
Like, he was in, that was a choice he made to be artificially enhanced.
Mm-hmm.
She was the chosen one. She
Right.
did not make this choice to be a slayer.
Right.
And she liked him even before she knew that he was in the initiative and he was like super soldier.
Yeah.
So it's not fair what he's doing.
It's not fair.
It's his own inferiority that he needs to come to terms
Lady
with.
gets some power and man can't handle it. Tale as old as time.
Ah, yes. Thanks, Riley, for illustrating that and making us all remember. Like, oh yeah, that's right. There's not just necessarily a vampire that needs to be the villain or a piece of shit.
I think it's coming up in a couple episodes that Spike will ram this. Spike's going to dig at this wound,
Yeah.
you know, and in a few episodes, I think he even says to him, "You're not bumpy enough."
Right.
She likes her men a little bumpy in the forehead.
Exactly.
And,
you don't have she like the girl likes the little monster in her man or something like that. And
You're just too white bread.
true story. It's a true statement.
Yep. But she, you know, kind of can, you know, she wells up a little. She summons the half a tear she has in her soul.
And she may even believe that she does love him, or that she does
In this moment, I
right
think,
in this moment, or maybe she just is like, I need to do whatever so he doesn't die.
And she even tells him, "I don't care. I am taking you to this doctor." And you can see it in his face, like, yeah, she's not fucking around.
Okay, fine.
She will
We'll
knock
go.
me out.
And drag, like just like what? How would you like to go? Would you like to walk in, or would you like me to knock you out and sling you over my shoulder and carry you? Because it can be done, sir. So she finally gets him to go off.
Oh, here he does barf say, "Loving you's the scariest thing I've ever done, Buffy."
That's right. And she's like, why? And there's no answer.
I don't know. I don't know why. I'm right here.
Right. Why you got me a little bitch about it?
And that's when ugh.
She's like, oh, all right. And that was the exact moment when Buffy lost any and all interest she had left in Brad. Like, yeah, we can't do this.
Yep.
I can't be with you. As Spike and Harmony are with the Doc, and he's threatening him to take the chip out, but the use of the lighting for James Marsters in this scene is damn near orgasmic.
Yes, he looks gorgeous.
Like it's just shining and illuminating his light. Yes, his eyes are just
the makeup work is still because you can't even tell that he's got like his skin looks.
It's
yummy.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
it's so beautiful.
The blue on his head with the black and he's awake during surgery.
There's also this moment that I absolutely love. It's probably one of my top 5 favorite Spike moments, and when he's telling the Doc what he wants him to do, and the Doc's like, I can't, and he's laying on the table, and he's got his hands behind his back, and gives him a little kick. He's
I
like,
love
Come
that.
on, Doc.
That is one of my favorites.
Are you trying to seduce this doctor?
Have you seduced this doctor? Because he's kind of in. And I love that the doc this whole time has been saying, I can't do this.
Right.
All right, I guess I'll cut open your head. All right, let me poke
around.
Yeah.
And Harmony is sitting right there with them and watching this all happen, and she's very excited and really into it. And she makes a statement that, I read once that women think that the man's sexual organ is actually his brain. But as I look at it, it's all pink and wrinkly. Harmony? Difference?
Bless. Bless. I just want to.
So she's basically doing all this talking, and she's got her Virginia Slims, and she's smoking next to the doctor, and and Spike says some shit, or she asks to touch it.
Yeah.
And both the doctor and Spike are like, no. She's like, you're awake?
And then I love that she's like, he can't even pick a flower. Do you know?
He's like, I can pick flowers. Don't let her be telling them lies about me. I can pick flowers. But this is where my bird of the week comes in. And
Which I agreed with. It's good.
She's like, you're awake? She's like, why does it feel, Spiky? And he's like someone's cut it into my brain with a knife, you silly bent. I don't even know what a bent is, but...
It's bad. And I know it's not good. I'm assuming it's a version of bitch.
Right.
And it's not the first or last time he will call her that.
No.
And then they finally see it. They see it in his brain. They can see the chip. And the doc is brilliant.
So smart.
So smart.
As Harmony is smoking next to him, he's like, please don't do that. And she's like, ugh, like, who's going to make me? Who says blah, blah? He points to a no smoking sign.
He knows how stupid she is.
She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
I didn't see it. And immediately she turns away to put it out. And you hear the clink. And he's like, I got it. You ain't get that shit. I know you didn't get that shit.
Sleight of hand bullshit.
I like it.
And Spike's like, oh, stitch me up, blah, blah, blah. How does a skull get patched up?
That quickly.
Is it like glue?
Right.
Is it soldering?
And I loved right before that, he was all like, I'm going to bathe in her blood. He's like describing he can't wait to tear Buffy apart.
So stoked.
And after a very quick commercial break, he's stitching up the hairline, which grew back brilliantly.
Oh, yeah.
Instantly.
Instantly. Real clean.
And again, the lighting on his face and his eyes, and the scar, and everything about him in this episode is just, this is why we love James Marsters.
Exactly. If there was ever any doubt before this episode, if he was a thirst bucket or a lust object, this episode is probably what started it for a lot of people.
Because he's pale, but he's tan at the same time.
Yeah.
Harmony's kind of sallow.
Yeah.
She
looks a little gray.
Yeah, they hadn't fixed it. Later on, they work her out too, but at the time, they had not fixed it.
No.
And I just love when he tells her to suit up. Because Riley and Buffy have come in.
Riley's all sweaty and sunken.
Punching his like the side of his leg.
He's like slowly deteriorating
Yes.
as he comes. I'm gonna kick her.
Like, why is he doing? He's just.
Hold on. I'm just.
And then Harmony again with the slippy string shoots him in the leg.
Oops.
And he has no reaction at all. He just looks at it and then goes to attack her.
So there's a fight, and the way that when she comes in and Spike growls, Smollett.
I love it. I should make it my ringtone.
Yes. There's a fight, and the doctor tries to skedaddle off, and she's like, "Oh no!" Buffy snatches him up and is like, "No, you stay. We still need you."
And Spike jumps up on the table, and he's like, "At long last," and he's
like relishing this moment. He wants to live in it, and
he gets. It's so weird. She's so thrown off because it's such a strange jump, and he just jumps on that operating table and like leaps on her.
But I'm also like confused as to why it took so long for the chip to activate, because before it's like.
Instantaneous.
Even when he has any intent to harm, because he pointed the fake gun to Xander.
Yep.
And it went off.
Yep. I'm wondering if he actually did poke it a little and kind of mess it up a little.
Maybe. Because it does, start to malfunction.
So he goes to bite her, and it goes off. And what the fuck?
It's like, and then he goes and looks in the tray. A penny.
Penny. Where'd he get the penny?
That's what I'd like to know too. Like I understand.
Was it in his pocket?
The whole time he's
Oh, penny.
and he's like, ah!
And I like that the doctor was just kind of like,
I told you I couldn't do it.
What do you want from me? I said,
I'm not that kind of doctor.
I'm a vet. I don't even know why they got me working on these soldiers. I just do what they tell me, but I'm definitely not that kind of doctor.
I definitely don't know nothing about no chips and no brains and all that business.
And Spike's pissed.
He's so upset.
Going through the cemetery, he is just ranting and raving about how much he hates her.
Throwing headstones, shaking Harmony.
Shaking the shit out of her. She is like, I'm not sure I signed up for abuse. Because that's what she goes through. For several episodes.
Poor thing. And she don't deserve that.
Not at all.
No.
I mean, she's dumb, but she doesn't deserve all that.
No. And then finally the doctor gets to Riley and he fixes him. And this is what I don't understand because it wasn't really well explained. What had to be done in order to make it right? Did he get a new heart?
Right. What did they do?
There's a bandage over his heart. I mean, was there another device there? Because I thought he dug that other one.
He did. Is that why he was so messed up? Because he clumsily dug that shit out? Was there pieces of it? I don't know. Either way, he just had open heart surgery.
Right.
And his girl...
Which also, I feel like it should have been a bigger bandage or a little
more downtime.
Yeah, a little more downtime.
But even still, she's like, gotta go check on my mom. And she's out.
That should have been enough, Riley. You don't need that kind of abuse either, sir. You don't deserve that.
And he's just like,
okay, I understand. That's fine. You don't have to worry about me. I don't have any friends or family here to help me recuperate. I live in a storefront.
So he's walking through the hall looking like death warmed. Like, actually, he looks like Tommy in Jurassic Park when he got shocked on the fence. He's like, his hair's all puffy and he's limping and his shirt's all askew.
Did he even have a ride to go back home? Like he had to walk?
He's talking to Graham.
Oh, okay. But even Graham, at least...
Graham kicks him when he's down, and he's like, you used to have a mission. What are you now? Mission's boyfriend? Oh, I already felt bad. Now I feel real bad.
So Riley's like, I got stuff to do here. I'm needed. I'm wanted. And he puffs off, and then Graham looks back at him as he walks away and whispers, I love you.
Yes. There's that longing look as he limps away. And then we go back to Spike's and
he's just chilling in his crypt and Buffy bursts
in a new shirt.
Okay, let's talk about the shirt.
Where'd he get this shirt?
It's like some weird, like it's really, it's a very apropos for 2000
Yeah.
when this happened.
Yeah.
It's black with black paisleys, like slightly raised.
Yep.
It might be velvet.
Might be velvet.
Right. I don't know. It's
Probably velvet.
right. Button down. The top 4 buttons unbuttoned.
This is definitely like a Sugar Ray.
Yes.
Or,
absolutely.
Oof.
So he's standing there. Buffy comes bursting in and is like, yeah, I'm sick of you, blah, blah, blah. And then he's
Kicks
like,
the door in.
again, with a stake in hand, ready to rock. And he's like, you know what? Fuck it. Do it. I am so sick of your ass.
Yep.
I am so, just take me out of a world where you're in it.
And then
He rips his shirt
rips
off.
that shirt off.
And then everyone's like,
Woo!
don't do it, Buffy. Don't do
Don't.
it.
What
No,
abs?
Good
God.
You notice what's going on here. This isn't a cry for help. I need you to not. Don't dust this vampire.
So she charges him. And he flinches.
He flinches. She comes to the because he's like, what the?
And then they just start making out.
And then the audience is like, what is happening?
We pause it.
Catch our bearings.
We breathe.
Refill
We
our
rewind.
drinks.
Go to the bathroom.
Call your friend who you know is watching at their house.
What the fuck? You hit play. They really start making out.
They're going to town.
Yeah.
To town. And then she says, I love you.
Ooh, there's, I want you.
I want you.
And then he says, I love you.
And
And then he wakes
it's
up.
a dream. Oh, and everyone's like,
It's-
oh,
And then, well, wait a minute.
wait, this is your dream?
This is your way. And he says,
Oh, God.
oh God, no. Please, no. Because we all know when William falls,
Oh, he falls hard.
he falls hard. And he knows
hard
it.
and deep. And he's
Yes.
like, I
Oh,
can't.
please, I can't. Not
Can't
her.
make any more poetry. What rhymes with Slayer?
And this is the beginning of the best through line
Yeah, absolutely.
this season.
Absolutely. Like,
The weirdness that happens episode to
so
episode.
weird. Just trying to make this woman comfortable. all these
mannequin.
injured people here. Not a lick for Spike. Not one drop.
The chocolates. Oh, we're in for some
Oh,
good
God.
times.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Whew.
And that's our episode. That it ends with please no.
Holy cats. Yeah. So there's no song of the week,
No.
but why are you mentioning that there's a Nickelback song?
Because I think there was one in the beginning of the episode, or maybe when he was playing basketball.
Oh, you're probably right.
So that it just means that music died in this episode. There's no song. We won't give it to Nickel Fuelback.
Nope.
The
So,
burn.
You have a different burn. Mm-hmm. This little rant.
Yes. Buffy, Buffy, Buffy. Everywhere I turn, she's there. That nasty little face, that bouncing shampoo commercial hair, that whole sodding holier than thou attitude.
He described her in a nutshell.
Yep.
That's a pretty perfect, accurate description, sir.
That nasty little face.
Sir, wow.
We should have known right then and there.
Right, because you're getting real schoolyard.
Yeah.
Nasty little face.
Yeah.
Shampoo, commercial hair.
We have the Out for a Walk coming up.
Oh, yes.
This season is filled
Another
with
one of my
so
top 5
much, yes,
Spike favorites.
so much goodness with Spike. The initiative, the girl, heard of me, have you? All of that is
Yes,
to
the
come.
council. The council.
The council,
Yes.
yeah, or yeah, not the initiative, the councilwoman.
Yes. What's it? Yeah, well, did my thesis on you?
I can't imagine every week when he got the scripts and it was just like this another gold moment.
Right. What? Okay, so I don't have wardrobe for this week. It's just no shirt again.
Okay,
Fair.
he would come to love the no shirt because season 6 is the sock.
Yes. Things are going to get really good.
Really, really good.
We're going to get really inappropriate.
Yep. There's even a Bush song involved at one point.
Yes, which, you know, Gavin Ross still at his, maybe not his height, but like close to, like right there.
When he still existed.
Yeah, when it was still.
Because he doesn't now.
Before we knew he was a cheating, lying to me bastard.
Oh, it makes me so sad. And it's such a good song, too.
It is.
But all that's to come.
Oh, that's to come. We got bodies dropped.
Yep.
Not many.
No. Bunch of vampires. 2 vampires tested by Buffy, 1 by Riley, and a security guard that Harmony killed.
Nah. And the Bechdel test, this does pass it. I know there are a couple other moments, but the one that sticks out to me is when Willow and Tara are talking about the spells.
Willowhand.
There's also that. A real psychic and all that.
Every time they talk in this one.
Yeah.
There's actually quite a good bit in this one.
Yeah.
Dawn and Joyce.
Yeah, Dawn and Joyce, definitely. And maybe almost with Dawn, Joyce, Willow, and Buffy, but Joyce asks about Riley.
Yeah.
So, we're doing good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Random trivia?
Riley's belief that a normal guy was not enough for Buffy is a sharp contrast to Angel's point of view when he broke up with her that she deserved someone normal.
Everybody thinking they know better what Buffy needs.
Right.
Nobody's asking Buffy, what does she need?
She's cookies.
They're not done yet.
She's not done yet.
This is also true. Yeah, she's going through a lot of fucking changes. How
Yep.
about everybody just stop trying to marry this bitch off?
Right. She's got serious shit going on with her mom.
Right.
Like serious shit. Which she's going to regret that aneurysm line freshman year. I hope it's a funny aneurysm. Not so funny.
Not.
It's not so funny.
Spoiler alert. It's not.
It's not funny.
It's not funny at
It
all.
doesn't go well. And while you will need Kleenexes later in the season.
Oh, God. You're going to need Kleenexes for something else.
You got it. Spike. Wow. Multi-purpose Kleenexes this season. That's what we're saying. Multi-purpose.
There will be need for cleanup on several occasions.
Yes. The moral of the story is?
I mean, I guess be honest with yourself because there's a lot of that going on. Spike realizing he really loves Buffy. Riley not knowing what the fuck to do with his life. And
I can't believe how far it spirals from here.
oh, God.
It's not that he just doesn't realize what's going on and he gets out of a painful situation.
It's like actively like trying to fuck things up.
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah.
I just can't believe where it goes from here. It's like a telenovela. Why? What the fuck? You won't believe it.
Like a telenovela. So let us know what you thought of or what you think of Out of My Mind. You can by sending us a voice message at 412-385-7250. Or you can record an MP3 file that's less than 2 minutes and email it to revisitingsunnydale@gmail.com. We'll probably end up playing it on the air. Mm-hmm. You can also stay in touch with Marcella by reading her blog.
Yeah, my Hello Marcella blog. It's on Facebook, and you can follow me on Instagram as well.
Lots of cool reviews of things, beauty and geeky.
Yep.
It's a good even keel there.
Yep, and pictures of my dogs, but I will have the FabFitFun review up soon, which was amazing this quarter.
Nice.
I can't wait until you get yours.
Still waiting for mine.
So good.
All right, so as we said, next week's episode is No Place Like Home.
I don't really like this episode.
Is this the one that's about Tara's family?
No, that's Family.
Oh.
No Place Like Home is the one with the big snake.
With the big... that one.
Yeah.
Are we introduced to her or to Glory in this one?
Has she been out yet? I can't remember if she's been...
I don't think we've seen her
I don't
yet.
think we've seen her.
Although I swear in the opening of this episode when they were going through the graveyard, I swear I saw the name Claire Kramer on one of those tombstones.
That would be funny.
And I tried to go back and find it, but I couldn't find it. I don't know
That
why
would
I
be
thought it
really
the first
funny.
time around.
Yeah, this is the one where we find out more about Dawn.
All right. So we'll suffer through that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's probably going to be a couple of good Spike moments sprinkled throughout.
It's the out for a walk.
Well, then there it is. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. So please subscribe, follow, like us. We're on Twitter at Back to Sunnydale, or you can follow me, Camila, on Twitter at _Rugged Angel.
Or me, Marcella at mspear7338.
Once again, thank you all for patiently waiting the next episodes, new episodes. Thank you for catching up. Thank you for going on this ride with us. Thanks for listening.